Right, for my one I just used Photoshop instead, and I wanted to be a bit different and have mine more minimalist, so I didn't use like any real like image as a background. I kept it black and white for each of them. And then for my digipack I used the hand sign to represent like the 7 for the 7 deadly sins. And I like the idea of it because it's sort of like you can't see the face because it's all blacked out, and it's like the colour is like representing each sin going around, and like the font ties in with it well and linked up. And then for the poster, I wanted the idea of like sort of he's being watched and followed by the sins, so I sort of had the idea of using Polaroids as like being like watching and following his movements, and I had each like of the 7 deadly sins in each Polaroid, and then the other remaining like sort of leftover Polaroids I filled it with like cut up pieces of the digipack. And also the main thing I wanted to do was get that multicoloured eye as well in the top left Polaroids, because that's like the focus of it all, showing how they're all blending together to form like Raph, like they're all building up to creating. Yeah.
We had a bit of trouble getting my digipack and poster on the slideshow, so I've had to print them off. And my digipack, I've got a dark sort of, well, a dark one with handprints of all the colours of the sins, so it shows they're leaving their mark on Elliot. And then in the corner there's Elliot with a sort of red effect around him to show obviously he's Raph, but when you see that you don't understand until you've seen the video, so it's a bit subtle. With the poster I've done it more bright and put the shirt in because it's an iconic piece of mise-en-scène, and with the brightness I've done it to show the more fun and cool sort of side to the music video.
Yeah, props and costume. Obviously throughout our film props and costume are really important, and because we were doing the idea of the 7 deadly sins, we wanted to represent each of them through a colour. We thought the best way of doing this was through like using props and costume. So obviously for Lust we had the red dress, because red is obviously a colour that's commonly associated with danger and desire, which is everything that Lust is basically. And we also had her dress with red lips as well, because it kind of ties in with the whole sexualising of women thing, which is a convention of music videos. And we just wanted her to sort of appear desirable and stuff like that, because that's what Lust is supposed to be. And with the money as well for Greed, we purposely used fake money from like a game like Monopoly money, because we thought it would tie in with the whole sort of surreal idea of the film, because you're supposed to sort of look at it and wonder whether it's in his head or reality, and we thought that by using fake money it would kind of create that mystery throughout the film again.
We used a white shirt for Elliot, and then we had all of the paint on him, and obviously like the main reason was so that the paint was quite explicit on the shirt, but it was also the idea of like corrupted innocence. So as he goes through the film he gets more and more corrupted until he turns into Raph, and we carried that on through into the surreal bit with the paint, so that there's a link between like reality and fantasy.
And we also used the mugshot boards at the end of the film, because we thought it would be a nice thing to sort of sum up the film's narrative, because obviously it's not 100% clear throughout the film. We thought that would like make it really clear, and also we thought it would show like the sort of bad nature of the sins, because obviously they're on these mugshot boards, and we thought it would just be like a cool thing to have at the end, because it's different and makes our film stand out. Yeah, we don't have a slide for this one.
Oh yeah, but for new media technology, like the same as last year, we decided to use iMovie again, because we were familiar with the software rather than like using different like Final Cut Express. We did use Photoshop again as well, although like Emma and Sean used Sumo Paint because they found it easy to use, so they decided to use something different. And then for like cross-media convergence, as like sort of grown in like modern day technology, there's more ways, like the band is more easily accessible. Like you can use links to the blog website and social networking on like your posters and stuff to access them more easily.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.